where we stop. All right. So I am sure we might not understand it too well yet, but we will get it when we watch it over and over again. So let's hold on for the other people to come on board. Let's hold on for the others to come on board, and we'll move on. Okay. I'm recording it already, so I'll match the two together when I am done. Please, I need to get the other guys to come on board. I need to get the other guys to come on board. Give me a minute. All right, you're welcome, Mr. Bolaji. Let's hold on for the other guys to join us. Let's hold on for them to join us. I'm recording this piece so we can watch it on YouTube later. Let me try to get the other guys to come on board. So give me a minute, please. From where I stopped, I said I have checked our condition one, which is that is our candle D, is it touching the entry price, and we established that it touched one of the entry prices. So the next condition is this candle D, is it touching any of the Bollinger Bands, whether the upper Bollinger Bands or the lower Bollinger Bands? In this case, this candle did not touch any of the Bollinger Bands. And the third condition is that on our RSI, is our candle D below line 30 for a buy market. Remember, this is a buy market, and from what we saw here, this guy is on 27 point some. Let me check. I'm very sure. It's on 27.65, so it is below line 30. So our RSI and our entry price conditions have been met. Now the last one, I said on the stochastic, this line must be below line 20, but in this case it is a little above line 20. We are seeing it at 23.9. It's a little bit above line 30, 20 for stochastic. So we have 2/4 well met. Now the last one we check for is that is there a divergence in this market? And to get a divergence, you will have to, you will have to culture yourself to know that from D option. Let me zoom it so that we can see it again. There is a thin blue line here. There's a thin blue line here that moved from candle X to candle D, and it moved like it was moving from base to the top, or moving like from down to up, from bottom up. Now, on the RSI, for us to have a divergence, the direction of the lines on the 2 points on the chart must be opposite on the RSI. So we do a straight line, this straight line, we do a straight line to touch the RSI, it touched it here. We do it also on D candle, it touched it here. Now, from the point where the straight line and the RSI, this is the RSI line, this line I'm moving my cursor on is the RSI line. This line I'm moving around is the RSI line. So from the point where this RSI line touched the straight line, I dropped my trend line and drew it to connect with where the RSI touched on the D candle line. Now, judging the two directions together on the chart and on the RSI, they are moving in opposite direction. They are moving in opposite direction. So that shows me there is a divergence. Now, out of 5 conditions, I have met 3. Now, in this situation, I can take this trade. In this situation, I can take this trade, but it would have been very fine. Just a minute, please. It would have been very fine if, pardon me, just a minute. Now, this is still the same chart we're working with. It's just that the Bollinger Bands and everything is not there. So let's just picture what we had the other time. So now, in this case now, I have had 3/5 conditions met. Now, it would have been very, very fantastic, and I would have said I had a perfect condition if all the 5 conditions were met. I would have had a perfect condition. Now, this guy touched the entry price, and presently it has even touched the take profit one. This is our take profit one at 0.72545. This candle is on 0.72549. So it has already delivered take profit one. This guy will still deliver take profit two, because 3/5 has been met. If you have 4/5, you can take it. Now, the only condition where I would not have considered this trade at all is if my D candle did not touch my entry line. I would not have looked at it at all. But because my D candle has touched the entry price, I can give it a thought. So let's do this as an additional, how will I put it now? An additional benefit for those of us that are in this class. I'm going to give this as a bonus for those of us that are in this class. Now, on your demo account, you're going to take NZD USD for a buy at 0.01 and just one position. Are we getting it? Just one position at 0.01. We're going to buy NZD USD, instant execution. Now, to take your trade, you have done your analysis, and you have seen that you have 3/5 or 4/5 or 5/5. You now come to your trade. Remember, it's a buy order. Looking at this side is a buy order. So the next thing you want to do is to take an instant execution to buy NZD USD. So let's go to our MetaTrader 4. Now, before we go there, we only need 10 pips for this strategy, just 10 pips for this strategy as our take profit, and we need about 50 pips stop loss for this same strategy as our stop loss. So take note of that. You're taking 10 pips, but you know the way we do it, so we're going to take about 12 pips. Take 12 pips, take profit, and 50 take 50 pips stop loss. So we're going to take this trade now as a bonus for us, just at 0.01 NZD USD buy, instant execution buy. Then you come back and edit and put your 12 pips take profit and 50 pips stop loss. So by tomorrow morning, let us know what our result is going to be like. So this is going to be the end of this training. I think I'm going to do another example. I'll just rush over that for us. Let's see if we can get a sell option. So while we are doing that now, or let me take a pause and we'll rush over to our NZD USD and take our buy, instant execution buy at 0.01. So please, let's do that right away. When you're done, let me know so that we can continue. NZD USD buy at 0.01 and just one position. Just one position. You're taking 12 pips take profit and 50 pips stop loss. 12 pips take profit and 50 pips stop loss. 12 pips take profit and 50 pips stop loss. Let's get going. Let's get going. Let's get going. All right. All right. So how many of us are there? All right, let's continue. So I'm going to do another example for us for possibly a sell market. I'll come back to this side of the screen and scout for a possible pattern that has been formed. I'll pick my scan for 15 minutes and let's look at, I think we should look at something like, let's look at Euro AUD. I tap on it and it's going to form the pattern for me. Unfortunately, from what I'm looking at, I might not be able to take it. This is also a buy order, but let me see if it's something I'm interested in. Let me see if it's something I'm interested in. You can see that this D candle, this is my D candle, this tiny D candle is not touching my entry price. So I am not interested in this trade even from the onset. I am not interested in that trade because my D candle is not touching my entry price. So I would want to look for another trade. Let's see if there will be another trade. Let's try AUD USD. AUD USD. This is a sell. Wonderful. You can see that my take profit prices are below my entry price. My take profit prices are below my entry price. Can we see take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3, all are below entry price. And I said it to those of us that started the other meeting with us. I said the pattern this time around will look like a W. Now this is it. Start from your X down. Wow. Thumbs up, comes up here to B, comes down to C, and goes to D up there. So now we want to look at this. I will have to set my parameters again. Indicators, I go to Bollinger Bands, I set it to once, and I'll add my stochastic. Now I close this page and come to this guy to set the modifications here to 50 against 2. I'll go to the style and remove the background here, and when I'm done I come back to my inputs and then I click on save as default and I click OK. Now a Bollinger Band has been formed. I want to form 4 more Bollinger Bands. I come back to this indicator and click Bollinger Bands 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I'm done with that, I will now go and reset my Bollinger Bands. I come to the second level here and I change this to 2.5. Change to 2.5 and OK this time around. I don't need to be doing save as default today. Then I'll come here, make this 3.0. I OK it. I come to the next one, I make it 3.5. Alright, 3.5. Are we together? 3.5, is that correct? No, 3.5. Alright, I save it and I have my 5 Bollinger Bands already set. Now this is where my D candle is. I'm going to zoom it so that we can see it clearly. I'll come here for my zoom button and I'll draw it. Now can we see my D candle did not just touch the entry price, it crossed it. So that is the first point of call. The second condition is that is this candle crossing or touching any of the Bollinger Bands? In this case, it is touching this Bollinger Band and crossing it. So option 1 and 2 for my strategy has been fulfilled. Can we see it now? The candle did not just touch my entry price. In fact, it was almost touching the second entry price, and it crossed it and also crossed the Bollinger Band on the line 3 here. Now, the next thing I want to do is remember that this cursor is still down here. I set it that for a sell. Oh, I need to set my RSI to 7. I need to set it to 7. All right. I'll save this and I'll set this to 1433. I'll also save it. All right. I'm coming back to my D candle, and this time around you can see the cursor and where. Please let's look at this side of the page. This is what I want you to look at, where my cursor is now, where this 80.6380 is. Now my D candle, I come here and you can see that on the side of the RSI we're having 84.3995. So I said for a sell, your RSI, your D candle on the RSI must be above 70 actually, above 70 or touching line 70. And this line is actually on 84. So this is a wonderful condition being met. So we have had 3 of our conditions met. I also said it that for how will I put it now? For your stochastic, the D candle has to be above 80 or touching line 80 for a sell. And in this case, this guy is not just above line 80, it's on line 92.4847, and also on 81.7392. This guy is a perfect condition for a sell. So we have condition one, which is the candle is touching the entry price. That's condition one, it was met. The second condition is that is it touching the Bollinger Bands? Yes, it was met. Third condition is candle D on the RSI, is it above line 70? Yes, it is above line 70, and this is line 84.3. Now the next question is that is this same candle on the stochastic, is it above line 80? And in this case, we're having line 42.4847 and line 81.7392. So in this case, four of our conditions have been wonderfully met. Four conditions have been wonderfully met. Let me reduce it a little. All right. Now the next thing we want to check for is that is there a divergence? Is there a divergence? I'm a little fast because I'm recording and at the same time I want to catch up with time. So I'll come here and click on the vertical line and go and drop it on my D candle. Bam. And you see the D candle. Let me make it a little thick. Here. All right. Then I'll come on my RSI and place that same D candle down. Bam. Param. Oh, sorry. This time around, I'm supposed to put it here. Okay. So let me come back here and put it again. So I'll drop to my RSI. Now I'll go to my X candle. This is my X candle. So I'll drop my line on it also. X candle. Then I trace it to my RSI. I trace it to my RSI where they talk themselves. Now look at this region well. This region where I am in. This region here. The line on X touches the RSI at about this point. So I will draw a trend line to be sure there is what will I call it now? A divergence. So I bring it to where the confluence point is and I drop my line. Then I draw the other way to go and touch this guy on the D side of the view. Alright. So in this case, well, I will say I have a divergence per se, but no, there is no divergence here. You can look at your line. This line moved from down up. Now this is our governor, for instance, and you see that it moves from down, it rolls all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way up. So these two guys are almost facing the same direction. So I wouldn't conclude that there is a divergence. I wouldn't conclude there is a divergence. I wouldn't conclude there is a divergence here, guys. You can see. I won't conclude there is a divergence here at all. You can see, let me see if I can make a sign to help you see what I'm doing. Alright. So let me see what I'm doing now. Okay. Now this is the line I'm talking about here. This line and this line. I'm also talking about this line here. You can see that the two of them are facing the same direction, like something like this. Just a minute. Okay. So you see this line is moving in this direction here. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. This line is moving in this direction, and this guy too on the top side here is also following the same direction, moving from all up. Can you see? Same direction. Same direction. So there's no divergence in this case. There's no divergence in this case, but out of 5 conditions, 4 has been met. So I would say this market is still very, very good to go. And if you look at it very well, just a minute, please. All right, just a minute. Okay. So having said that, if 4 over 5 has been met, are we good or very good? When you meet 4 over 5, is that good or very good? All right, I believe that that is still a pass mark. So in this case, remember this is a sell market because your take profit prices are below your entry price. So I'm going to do an instant execution. I'm going to do an instant execution. Very good. Thank you, Mr. Faithful. I'm going to do an instant execution for a sell at 0.01, and I'm going to take 12 pips take profit. I'm going to take 50 pips stop loss. Now, I am taking this trade with the mind that it should deliver. Oh, I'm taking this trade. Let me put it this way. I'm taking this trade at this time like I am taking it about 1 a.m. today, because the Harmonic Scanner it might answer you almost instantly, or it might take a little while. But if there is no news on tomorrow's trade to change this story, we should wake up tomorrow to have a result, a positive result on this trade. So guys, on your demo account, just for trial, you can take this currency AUD USD for an instant execution sell at 0.01 and just one position, taking 12 pips take profit, 12 pips take profit, and 50 pips stop loss. I'm taking it also on mine so that it don't look like I'm teaching what I can't do. I'm taking AUD USD. This judgment is based on assumption that there will be a news that will counteract this trade. Because you're taking it at this time just for the sake of emphasis. That's why I took this trade at this time, hoping that this guy will deliver before any news on AUD tomorrow or USD tomorrow. So like I said, I'm taking an instant execution buy pump. All right, then I will come back and modify my trade, and hopefully by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, you should have about $1 to yourself. So let me know if you have questions. This is the end of this. If you have questions now, let's type it so that I can rush over that before this session goes out. Or you take your trade first and we can have questions after this class. So I think I'm going to stop this recording so that we can now ask our questions and we will move on from there. All right. Someone is saying something. Let me see. Oh, I should share the video. Yeah, I'm still recording. I'm going to share the video when I'm done so that we can watch it over and over again. So right now, let's take AUD USD sell at 0.01 lot size and at just one position, and you take 12 pips take profit and 50 pips stop loss. So I'm taking mine right now. 12 pips take profit. All right.